All right, guys, welcome everybody. Great to have you here with us. Let's give it a couple of moments here. We want to make sure that everybody is able to join us this morning. We have some very important news, exciting news as it relates specifically to the solution to the current performance with the crypto AI and the Forex AI. So you want your teams to be on this call. Very important call this morning. So welcome everybody. We're going to give it just a couple of moments here before we dive into the information, because we don't want anybody to miss the information today. So Dr. Anna, good to see you. How are you doing?
Yeah, good 1st of September, finally kids are in their schools. I think all the parents can say, hooray.
It's just that time of year again, for
Yeah,
sure. We,
finally we can, yes.
yeah,
But
we start on
otherwise, it's,
September 6th.
yeah, as I was sharing with you guys, the team is working with increased speed. We have more and more specialists on our team that working with the system. The system is growing in amazing speed. So we're very happy with the development, and I will share with you today some of the news stories and results.
Awesome. Boy, we're really looking forward to that. So, Edward, good to see you. We were together this week, and some
Just
very exciting
a few hours ago.
surprises coming to the community. So it's weird that we were at breakfast yesterday morning together, all in person, and today we're back on Zoom again. But good to see you, buddy.
Yeah. Well, it's actually because the time zone, so it's still I don't think I ate up after breakfast, so it was actually a few hours, and I didn't even see it. So and Ilya got stuck with you. He got teleported to your place.
Yeah,
That's a new project that
it's
we've
a
been
new
working on,
project.
teleporting. Yeah.
I love it. I will say this, guys, for those leaders who have qualified to be with us in Vietnam at the,
Vietnam?
I'm sorry, Thailand, at Thailand at the Phuket event in December, we are going to be sharing some incredible exclusive information with you before the Dubai event. So congratulations to those who have qualified in the between February and August for that leadership event. And it's going to be fun. We're going to have an amazing time of just getting to know and spend time together and enjoying the well-deserved reward of those few days together. And we have some exciting news that we'll be sharing as well with all of the leaders there. Of course, we're so excited and ready. We'll be flying out in the next couple of days to prepare for the European event that's going to be happening on September the 9th in Budapest, Hungary. We will have live translation at that event in 3 languages, I believe, right? In German, Hungarian, and French.
Yes,
is that right?
correct.
So German, Hungarian, and French. And we're going to have an amazing turnout from all over Europe. Folks are coming in. In fact, not just Europe. We have people coming in from Asia. We have people coming in from just all over the world for that European event. And then in October, we will be in Osaka, Japan for the Asia regional event in October. And then November, we will be in Cape Town, South Africa. So very excited about the regional tours the next 3 months. And then again, the first week of December, we have our VIP leadership event for those individuals who produced 5 million in USDT volume. It's from February to the end of August. You have qualified for that event. So congratulations to every one of you. So we're really excited about all of that. We also want to announce that we will, here in the first week of September, we will be releasing the Dubai event bonus pools. 50% of all of the profits that have been generated in those pools will be paying out this next week, the first week in September. So congratulations to everyone who attended the last Dubai event. And you have qualified for that pool. And I believe that Daisy is the only project of its kind that actually pays people to attend the events, right? This is just revolutionary. It's never been done before. And so you definitely want to make sure that you're registered for the February event in Dubai. Make sure that you attend that event, and you will then be placed into the bonus pool as well. So Edward, do you want to share what the current numbers are in the Dubai pools? And we know that we've got a few more days left of trading in those pools, but we have a pretty good idea of what the payout is going to be.
Sure. Yeah. So the total pool for attendees is 1,637,237.54. Now, per share for attendee is $516.06 for attendees so far. Now, half of that is going to be paid out. That means $258.03. Everyone's going to get paid next week, all attendees. And that's only half. The rest of it's going to continue and trade and make more profits, compounding. And now for referrals is more exciting. Same balance, obviously 1,637,237. And that is totals $2,869.87 per share. I'll repeat.
That's incredible. Did you just say
$2,869 per share.
Wow. That's my first time hearing that number. That's incredible.
Half of it is going to be paid out this coming week, which is $1,434.93 per share. I know some people have multiple shares, so it's exciting. Yeah,
that's incredible. I mean, so just by attending the event, the cost of the event ticket has already been paid for for attendees, and for the promoter pool, is already at $2,800 for the promoter pool, and that means that you brought people with you to the event. So guys, that pool is only going to continue to grow over the next 4 months between now and the Dubai event. But this is so powerful. This is a big incentive, I think, to really focus on the Dubai event that we have in February. And wow, from the attendance pool to the promoter pool, what a big difference that makes. But, even more than that, from the business perspective, when you have people attending the event with you, the event takes on a whole different experience, because not only are you getting the energy, the excitement, the news, the announcements, the inspiration, the relationships, but now you have a team of people that's experiencing that with you. There's nothing like an event when you have built and promoted into that event. And so we have several months now. We have September, October, November, December, January. And so almost 6 months now still left to promote for the Dubai event. And so this is going to be the biggest event that we've ever had at the Coca-Cola Arena. And guys, let us just tell you, we have some announcements at that event that are going to absolutely be incredible. We're going to be of course, everybody knows we've already prepared the community that we are preparing right now the decentralized fund model. And our entire expectation and goal is to be able to release that model live in Dubai. And it is going to be so exciting when you see even the rewards plan improvements that take place in that new model. It's going to be so exciting. But we've got some other announcements lined up for February that are absolutely going to be some of the biggest news to ever hit this industry. You do not want to miss the Dubai event. It's going to be the biggest and best event that we have ever been a part of. So with all of that being said today, guys, we don't want to go into any extra details. We want to talk about what is on everybody's mind, what we believe is the most important thing to discuss and talk about today. And that is the performance, the development and the performance in the crypto and the Forex AI, and what action steps are we taking with Dr. Anna and the Endotech team to really ensure that we start to see a breakthrough in performance starting right now this month in September. So let me just share with you what we have all decided together. And I think this is going to be very exciting for the community. So if you look at the history of Daisy, the one thing that we can all agree on, The best thing, the best season that we have ever had was the first 12 months of the Forex trading from April of 2022 through May of 2020, April, May of 2023. We saw just extraordinary results in the Forex side of the platform. And one of the reasons that we were able to see those kind of results was when we launched the Forex AI, we used, I guess, what we can call an integrated model. And what that means is that we had a team of live traders who were actually involved in the decisions, who were actually involved in the entries and the exits, and they were in for a lack, Dr. Anna could explain this better, but for a lack of better words, it allows the AI and the AI team to observe and to see different successful trading strategies. And it provides information to the machine learning that allows the AI to get better and better. Now, this is something that we never did in crypto until today. And this is something that in June of this year, we were no longer using live traders in the Forex AI. And so over the last few months, we haven't seen the type of performance that we're going to see in the future. And we know that even this week, there was, some moves in the market that we had hoped that the AI was going to catch. And there was a lot of disappointment from all of us, including Dr. Anna, I think more than anyone. I hope everyone understands that anytime there's a move in the market and the AI doesn't catch it, there's nobody who is more disappointed and who stays up at night solving those problems than Dr. Anna and her team themselves. But you guys know that the environment at Endotech and Daisy is an environment of problem solving. Just because we have challenges doesn't mean we give up. Just because we have obstacles doesn't mean that we don't continue to achieve and move towards the goal. What Dr. Anna is developing with the crypto AI, with the Forex AI, is something that has never been done in the history of the world. Guys, we're not talking about bots that are trading signals. We're not talking about automation. That's not AI. That's not real AI. We're talking about the very first true AI trading platform that exists anywhere in the world. In all of the financial markets, in the highest level of institutions, this technology does not exist. So I want to say that because when we face challenges or unexpected outcomes, this is a part of being a pioneer. This is a part of being a pioneering community. We get behind projects and vision of things that have never been done before. And this is our motto at Daisy. We were born to do. You can remember on the Burj Khalifa, when the first Daisy video played on the Burj Khalifa, you could remember the words, "We were all born to do what has never been done before." Well, anytime you take on a challenge and a mission of something that has never been done before, there's going to be a journey that you simply do not know what each day holds. And you have to take those challenges as they come, and you have to lead through them. And so we, first of all, want to just say very boldly that our belief in the development of the AI and where we are taking this project in the future, it has never wavered, has never changed. And there is not a single challenge or obstacle that we will face that we are not able to face together, that we're not able to grow through, and that we're not able to solve. With that being said, we have made a decision. You guys know that Edward has a tremendous background in the financial markets, in the trading world for multiple decades now. And of course, Dr. Anna and her team are among the best in the world at what they do. And so what we are announcing today is very big, very important for the community. We have made a decision that while the AI development is still in the season that it's in right now, which is they're solving problems. Dr. Anna will talk about that development process today. We want to make sure that the community and the experience that we're having is one of tremendous results and performance as much as possible. And so we're doing two things that we're going to announce today. Number one is we are going to bring back the integrated model in the Forex AI. That means that we are going to be implementing and including live traders with that trading fund. And of course, we already know what that can look like because we saw those results for quite a long period of time. But when we have human involvement along with the AI, we have seen that right now, the result and the outcome is much higher until the AI is fully developed, at which point nothing in the world will compare to this. We're also announcing today that for the first time in the history of the DAISY project, we are going to be including a team of live traders in the crypto AI as well. And so we are not going to give any details here today. This is a decision that was made actually as a result of this week's performance. We got together with Dr. Anna and we said, hey, what are the possible solutions? And this is the best solution that we know will provide results in the shortest amount of time and will also allow us to move into that very positive performance in a much quicker way. Again, while the AI continues to be developed, continues to prove itself, this allows that winning experience to take place. Now, we're not going to announce any specific timeframes today. There's some integration that's going to take place. There's going to have to be some changes on the back end of the software with Endotech and as well as the brokerage accounts to get everything set up. What we do know is that because we've already done this with Forex, we believe that that's probably going to move very quickly, that we're going to see the live trading in Forex go live very quickly. But after talking to Dr. Anna today, we believe that it's also only going to be a very short amount of time. We don't want to make any promises, but we believe over the next few days or so, next couple of weeks, we're going to have the live traders connected with the AI, with the software, so that we can start to see a great improvement in both the Forex AI as well as the crypto AI performance. And again, this is actually a very good benefit for the development team as well. It takes a lot of pressure off, number one. Number two, it provides a lot of data for the AI to be able to evaluate. And let me just say this as the last thing, the live trading team that we have chosen to bring into this project are among some of the best traders that we have ever seen in the world. These are proven track records. These are individuals that work at the highest levels of this industry on a global level. And because of the size of the project that we have, they have agreed to participate with us and to work with us. And so we expect to see some exciting results in both Forex and cryptocurrency starting as close to today as possible within the next few days. We believe that will be integrated and will be live. And we know that over the next 6 months between now and the Dubai event, we're going to continue to see some amazing updates from the AI development story. And we know that by the time February comes in Dubai, when we're ready to announce the decentralized fund model, which by the way, will include teams of traders, at that moment, we will be able to show you a final result of the AI that is bigger than anything that the world has seen in the AI space up until now. So Edward, let's throw it over to you, because I know this is something that's that you've been very involved with and something that we've spoken a lot about privately as well. So let me throw it over to you, why this is the right decision for the community, and it's the right decision as well for the AI development team.
Yeah, I would say it's actually equal. It's a right decision for AI, for the team, for developers. I think would definitely probably go faster with the Forex integration, but with the crypto also, we're not gonna go right away a lot. They're gonna, I don't know if Dr. Anna is making decisions on how much is allocate. So we'll start with a small and grow really fast into it. but I'm excited to see actually, and I'm excited to hear, and because we spent yesterday together, we were like the last few days together, right? And yesterday we spent quite a long call together with Dr. Anna, and she was showing us what they developed. And there was a time, she's going to do this presentation, there was a time when she switched to the new AI that if those things were implemented, and she showed what it did. And when I looked, I go like, this is how I would, this is yeah, actually, this is where I would exit, this is where I would enter, because I was a little bit disappointed seeing which is Dr. Anna's going to go cover everything. I think I'm just wasting time. I better probably pass it to her, because I want her to go over everything, and then maybe I can talk a little bit more after that. But yeah, it's exciting. I think we're gonna start seeing something before even Budapest event. So looking forward. I think we should discuss it with Dr. Anna. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So Dr. Anna, we're going to turn it over to you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and if you can speak closer to the mic or something, because
Can
we
you
do
hear me
have
now?
messages. We
Yeah.
can hear you, but people were messaging that it was you were talking quiet kind of or something.
Okay, let me know if there is any issue. I apologize for the community for the upcoming cough. I got a little bit sick over the last week. So, but I would like to start with update about AI, and the general feeling, as I said, about the progress of the project is that we have specialists on our team that are using AI, that are working on AI, and the team is growing from every angle. The technology is growing amazingly. Like we started with this year with, let's say, level 10, and now with level, I don't know, it's really, really exponential. And it's exciting and it's amazing. And when we look around, we see that most of the teams are not even at the beginning of our journey. So it's again, it's very exciting to see the results, to see what AI is doing, and to think about every new idea and to see how AI is catching it up and executing. Now, just to a little bit lower the expectation is that it's still the development process, and development takes time. So, for example, as Edward said, whatever we developed in June, July went into the current version, and now over the last 2 months, and now coming for additional months, in 3 months, we're having the next jump, which is exponential in the capabilities of what we had before. Just to give you a little bit of flavor, for example, we're going from 4 hours to 30 minutes. In this 30 minutes, once we're crossing it, we're already working on 1 minute and tick data. So the increase in resolution is really coming from the first jump, and then the next jump will be very fast to the very final level of the speed. Now, it's kept happening with every level of the analysis and the depths of the technology. And today I would like to introduce you to some concept that I think is the most controversial for the development of the systems, because, you know, it's a little bit philosophical, it's a little bit, you know, coming from every angle. And I would like to introduce you of how we're tackling it and where AI taking place, and again, the complexity of creating it. So let me do the share screen. Okay.
And I still get messages asking if you could speak a little bit more, I guess louder, but we understand your voice is not strong today. So
yeah, just weird because I'm really trying. Just my microphone is not good enough.
You were wiping your microphone?
Yeah, I was wiping my microphone. Yeah. Can you personally hear me well?
I can personally hear you much better than at the beginning.
Yeah, okay. I will try to be a little bit louder. So let's start, and I will give you the flavor of what's going on and what is this interesting issue. So the people that were in our large, big Dubai presentation got introduced to the concept that whenever we trading, we basically assessing and predicting the price, right? And the price prediction comes from the two elements. One is a true value and the value of the asset as it's seen by community, as it's seen by the asset itself, and so on. And then the addition is the price action element, where people look at the price and decide how to react to news, how to react to lack of news, and so on and so on. So over the last, I think maybe half a year or so, I was primarily talking and presenting you examples of price action, of how we work with resistance support lines, of how it works with reversals, how we catch trends, and so on and so on. Today, I want to talk to you about value, of how we calculate the value and how we work with the value. So to do that, let's look why we need to do that. So this is the example of the little bit upsetting trades that we got on 29th, that the market had a sharp uptake. And the reason for this uptake was a combination of two things. One is that the market itself was really in very slow, lack of volatility period, where people were waiting for some news to react. So, and then it basically happened. The two news that came really threw the market up, and the market became bullish. So the expectation of the news was high, so it a little bit went up, then the news hit and the market exploded. Now, luckily for Ethereum, the price action itself was bullish, so we took the trade and we exited very much at the end of the news. So for Ethereum, we were on the right side of the market. But what happened to the Bitcoin is that on the price action, we were in the short trade, and then when the news came, we were in the several issues about the reading of the news. The news, first of all, came in the middle of 4-hour time frame, and right now the current system is trading on the 4 and sometimes on 1, but not reactive enough to respond even in the middle of the price movement. So the second one is that these news are read not in fully automated way, and the ones that read in fully automated way, they are confirmed by human, financial analyst, and it also takes time for him to confirm. So it was a delay in confirmation. So for us, it's very important to complete the element of news reading and sentiment and fundamentals in order not to have any issues with this type of situations. So let me introduce you to the complexity of doing just that. So to summarize, we have, let me just put it back here. We have price action of technical analysis. We have summarization of different state by market state. We have very extended trading algorithms that include new money management and fully automated risk control, and all the elements that usually are done manually, we have it automated. But the element of fundamental analysis is the one that still needs to be improved, because again, the system without very strong fundamental analysis can bring you 70+% in accuracy rate, in win-loss ratio. So 7 out of 10 trades will be good, but you still have these trades that you can crack them and understand them and to make a right decision only if you have the fundamental analysis working with you. So let me show you how we do this fundamental analysis. So what is fundamental analysis? First of all, we have a value itself, right? The value that is basically saying what is the price of the Bitcoin, and then we'll look at the change of the value. So how change of the value, what it affects. Once you take it through all the element of the asset, of the fundamental analysis and the market and news, you have information that becomes news, right? News is the written information that is coming from different sources. It can be a report which is coming from very official source. It can be news that coming from Twitter. It can be news that coming from Bloomberg and Reuters. And it's some information that coming from the source, from some source. It comes as a reaction to change in the value, right? Then this news are basically creating a sentiment meaning that what people think about this asset now, because news can color it in positive effect or negative effect, depending on the other elements. And this is where the philosophical nature comes in, because sometimes you can read the same news in sometimes people read the same news with two different colors. So what is the sentiment, how it should affect the market, whether the sentiment of all the news is positive or negative. And then of course the sentiment is linked back to the value, and this value is now updated again. So you have this circle of the news, the value creating the news, sentiment sending it back to value, and value starts to change together with the price. So what is where is the complexity? What's so complicated about this story? Because one way is quite simple. You take the news, you take ChatGPT, right? We have this technology. You have many, I call it ChatGPT as a collective name for something that you probably know, is that you can read any piece of information with ChatGPT and to ask ChatGPT, what do you think about it, whether it's good or not, right? So not so easy, because if you ask ChatGPT about the news, you have different issues that ChatGPT is not able to work on, because news is coming, first of all, not from the very updated information of what ChatGPT has. And also ChatGPT is not the smartest thing between, like in math or in analysis or in other elements. So you need to help it. You need to work as a technology against technology. So what's missing in order to make your ChatGPT work properly? What's missing is basically the context of the news. What is the context of the news? You need to say what happened in the market beforehand, what happened with exact element of this news, and I will give you a little bit of examples right now, and help ChatGPT to get the right context of the news, right? So let's see why it's so complicated to create the context for the news. Because first of all, the news are about value. And people that don't know this term taxonomy, it's a fun term saying that sometimes you need to classify very large amounts of data. So we're talking about taxonomy for the news. So in order to talk taxonomy of the news, you need to talk about taxonomy of the fundamental effects of the that affect the asset and the market. So I just draw to you in very highlights the elements that affect fundamentally the value of the asset. So first of all, you have the asset itself. It can be technological development of the asset. It can be competitive dynamics with other elements. It can be infrastructure development, and on and on and on, depending on the asset itself. Specifically for the crypto, it's more about technology. For the other assets, it can be consumption and production and other values that affect the asset. Then we're talking about asset class. And the recent news that we were observing, it was more about regulation and legal events and FTX and Grayscale that came on 29th, and it's more about the companies themselves. It's about asset class. It can be about exchanges, it can be about market dynamics, that the liquidity becomes low, and so on and so on. And then you have even bigger picture. You have the picture of your asset within the world, right? The world is both economy and politics. You have the war in Ukraine. You have the issues between other countries. And I don't want to go into exact elements, but you have so many different topics that can affect the market. Now, even that it looks kind of unlimited, it is limited. It's limited to the topics, it's limited to the effects, and it's quantifiable, okay? Now, the challenging part here, it's not to create this huge list of different elements. It's basically for each element to create its model, like what it's about. And here I want to show you some fun stuff about the major economy issue, interest rate, right? When we talk about interest rate and we talk about the news of interest rate, there is a standard model that's saying that every country has going through the cycles of the economy. You have expansion of the economy, you have boom phase when everything is great, you have downturn, you have recession, then you have slump phase, and then you have recovery. And then it goes all over again. So the question is, specific news about interest rate, where are they coming in? If they're coming in during the end of the recession or the beginning of the recession, they can take this point of the news either further to recession or to move it to the slump or to move it to the recovery. Depending on where the point is, it can move you through this chart. And then the effect of this news will be either further down message for the market, again, down message on the market depending on where it is on the slump, or up message for the markets. So really important to provide ChatGPT with the information of where we are and where we're moving this point from to. And it's about every element of the economy and politics and markets. Again, for example, we're talking about some war. So you have the beginning of the war where every news is basically very sensitive and it helps to understand the dynamics of the sentiment. But then you have the middle of the war where news become less sensitive. You're talking about the potential end of the war where we become sensitive again. So again, both politics and economy, and then lighter side of technological updates. We were waiting for technological updates on Ethereum. It came with certain news, with certain uptake, and then we had the reactions. So having said that, I want to show you what's possible, because again, in Ethereum, what happened is that we were lucky and we went together with the news, with the content that was appropriate. And then in Bitcoin, we were late because several reasons. One is we didn't read the news in time and we didn't read them correctly. And the second is that, yes, there's two reasons. We didn't read them in time, we didn't read them correctly. So it was the signal that was not exited beforehand and we didn't join the news. So to show you how it looks right now is, and here is the exciting part that Edward was talking about, that this is how we look right now from the position of the June-July system, right? June-July system had the market states. We are in the market state of stagnation, right? The yellow ones. We are in the market state of markets going down, and when the market state of the upside. So, and when we look at our trades, we see that we actually had very nice trades in Bitcoin. We had a short trade which was positive, which was profitable, another that was profitable, another that was profitable, and the fourth trade that was profitable. The last one that we experienced was the negative one. Okay, so this one again we could have prevented by better fundamentals and higher resolution. And again, as I said, it's already in the new version of the system that is cooking right now to be live on October 1st. So to show you the Ethereum is also had fairly good outcomes. It had a good trade, the short one. It has a losing long trade, and then it has two good trades on the short side and one long trade. Now, since we were not confident in the signals of the system, we really downsized the Ethereum from the portfolio management point of view. We had only 20 to 30% of the Ethereum working here. So the mistake on the Bitcoin side kind of overtook the success on the Ethereum side. But once everything is like AI system is very confident about what it's doing, it's basically will say, you know, you can go in full 100% of the available capital and trade on it no matter what. So to show you what's happening with the new system does lots more interesting things. First of all, as you can see, it works on 30 minutes data. It also has trades that it takes to reduce the losses and to take them correctly. What you see here, for example, it was a buy trade and then additional buy. We sold 30% of it and we finally sold the rest of it at the very top of the trade. And you can see before that, they have more than 70% profitable trades happening in the system. Again, once we have very strong fundamental analysis that we're working as we speak, and the expectation that we should have the working version by 1st of October, we should be able to crunch all of this type of situations when the market is driven by fundamentals and not by the price action. So, and to finalize, to say a few words about this new move that we agreed on as a team with Edward and Ilya and Jeremy, is that we are excited to get and work with a team of traders, because, you know, we have 70 people in Endotech working on technology, working on different elements. And we're very proud to create this huge system that every element is automated. We have risk control, which is automated with 3 levels of protection, and every element is really thought through, the action, the alerts, you know, like you're sitting in front of the dashboard, which is like flying the plane and flying, you know, the rocket, you know, to the space. So you have, for each element, you have everything automated. You have risk controls, you have money management, you have fund management, you have signals, you have execution of the signals, and so on and so on and so on. And then you have this most sensitive part of signal generation, where the system is very complicated. It's not only automation, it's not only, you know, the straightforward way where you just connect the dots and you know the best practices and you just improve a little in order to be on the higher end than everybody else. It's a system that truly, you know, breakthrough system. It's a system where we went for unknown, and as we know, till today, nobody's working even on market recognition in the same way as we do, in this holistic way. So to have the team of the traders and to be able, wherever our system is not yet catching the right thoughts that we have for it, and where we have the right direction. It's like the same as what happened to ChatGPT, when the huge team of curators, right, were teaching it to think properly. So this is the same for us. It's like, it's not that the way AI is structured, it's not the way we have these different experts, it's not the way that the experts that are already working should be changed, but it's the joint effort that helps us to bring it to the new level, right? So for us, it's you know, it's both psychological help, because, you know, every time to see the signal and to know why it didn't take it, and you know that if you would have the traders that would take the signals and take the alternative way to look at it and to execute them, This is different from the system that is completely, depending on just on the current state of affairs, not at what we're developing to October. October is not in the system yet. So this will allow us to bridge this gap. It will allow us to do things that right now, based on technology itself, we cannot do. So it's this hybrid, this integration will really help us to speed things up for the community and see the results. So again, it's very exciting for us. We're very happy to work with the team for crypto, and we'll try to start as soon as possible.
Awesome, Dr. Anna. Amazing information.
Yeah, maybe just briefly, I'll add something that what you just went over. On a current AI that we have, we're still on a 4-hour candle analysis, right? And when this move happened, just like 2 days ago, I didn't sleep, so I don't even know how many days. Anyway, so 2 days.
29th.
29th, yeah, today is first, right? So 2 days, yeah. Anyway, so it wasn't a 4-hour candle, but when you switched and showed us a 30-minute candle, it actually executed the trade. It took the trade and it actually did something really even more cooler. It executed earlier and exited partially on top and hold and went through over. But in a 4-hour, it actually shorted in that moment where they exit 30%. And when I saw that, it made me really confident, because that exactly what I was doing in my it's just, I know we'll get to it. And I know when hearing you when we spoke yesterday and showing where you're heading with your team, you guys know exactly what you're doing. So we're in a right direction. But while we're getting there, implementing some live traders and working together with it, and this makes it even more harder and more work for EndoTech, because EndoTech not only working in coding, they also have to execute trades live and watching the AI, make sure maybe get some more to AI. So we're in the development, but I think we're gonna start seeing. We're trying, I guess, to do two things. We're trying to satisfy people, and while we develop, so it's a very tough task, but it's doable. And because we're already done in Forex, and we know we're gonna get the Forex on again to this, so I'm looking forward. I will pass to Jeremy, because I'm just too tired and I need to steal. We got a lot of calls after this, a lot of calls and packing and move and flying out to where we're going next, Dubai, and then Europe.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible. And then the other cool thing too. So one of the things that starting back at the end of May, we have not leverage either in Forex or crypto, and so this will also allow us to because during the testing development phase, we wanted to mitigate that risk, right? Dr. Anna said we need to mitigate risk while we're in this season. So that was another reason why we haven't seen necessarily the big wins or big losses, right? Because of that. So it was a very smart move. But moving into this next phase of integration with live traders, we will be applying leverage as well. And so we really believe we're going to see some exciting results in the short term while we continue to develop this breakthrough AI system for the long term. And it just creates a really nice win-win situation for everybody across the board. So Dr. Anna, we love you so much. Appreciate you. Can't wait to see you in Budapest. It's going to be a wonderful event there with all of the European team. Ilya, you've been silent today, so how about you give us the closing thoughts today?
Yeah, well, I think it's very exciting news. It's very exciting updates. So Dr. Anna, we believe in you, we trust you, we love you, and we feel like every time we talk to you and you show us some progress happening on your side, we feel confidence. Yeah. This is the most important. And I think that next few weeks, few months down the road, so we're going to see amazing results on AI part as well. At the meantime, of course, I think it's a smart decision, right, to bring some traders. Yes, I mean, I'm very excited for the upcoming event. So Dr. Anna, we're going to see you. We're going to, of course, meet each other again. in Europe, and we're gonna see amazing people, Daisy community, and leaders. So, guys, we're looking forward. Europe, we are coming.
Yes, we're coming. And I guess the last thing is the bonus pools. Of course, the performance has been low, so you'll see the numbers updating in the back office. Crypto this month did not have profit, so as a result, those pools will not pay out. Edward, Ilya, and I are thinking some ideas through on what we can do to reward those individuals that qualified early in those bonus pools. So we'll be coming back to the community with some announcements about that over the next couple of weeks as well. But this is great, guys. This is why we do what we do. This is why we are who we are as a community. We're warriors, not worriers, and we're leaders. And that means that we go through the process together and we build strong foundations together. And this summer has just been another chapter in an amazing story that we're writing together, that we're creating together. And we're all in this for the long term, for the long haul. So very, very exciting days are ahead. The next 6 months are going to be extraordinary with all of the regional events that we have coming up. The leadership event again in Phuket. And then, guys, all roads lead to Dubai. You do not want to miss the Dubai event, the Limitless 2024 event. And we are going to be making some announcements and disrupting once again at a whole nother level at that Dubai event. So make sure you're there. Make sure your team is there. Congratulations again to everyone who has been supporting the global events in the past and have been earning in the event bonus pool. Again, those payouts will be happening here in the first week of September. And we look forward to seeing everybody at one of the events coming up very, very soon. So thank you again, Dr. Anna. We appreciate you. And thank you, everybody. We'll talk soon. Have a great day.